Good morning, folks. My name is Chris Chandler, and I'm president here at PFL. We hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend. The Dow closed higher on Friday of last week and was higher 1,405.36 points week over week. The S&P 500 closed higher on Friday of last week and was higher 298.47 points week over week. The Nasdaq closed higher on Friday of last week and was higher 1,282.18 points week over week. In overnight trading, Dow futures traded lower and are expected to open down 350 points from Friday's close. Oil prices settled higher on Friday of last week and higher week over week. WTI traded up 87 cents per barrel on Friday of last week to close at $62.49 per barrel, which was up $1.48 per barrel week over week. U.S. commercial crude inventories increased by 3.5 million barrels week over week. U.S. crude inventories are 6% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Total motor gasoline inventories increased by 200,000 barrels week over week and are 3% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Distillate fuel inventories decreased by 3.2 million barrels week over week and are 16% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene inventories increased by 2.2 million barrels week over week and are 9% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene prices closed at 70 cents per gallon on Friday of last week, down 16 cents per gallon week over week, but up 2 cents per gallon year over year. WTI is poised to open down 50 cents per barrel from Friday's close. Total North American weekly rail volumes were down by 2.04% in week 20 compared to the same week last year. 9 of AAR's 11 major traffic categories posted year-over-year decreases. The largest decrease came from petroleum and petroleum products, which was down 18.36%. The largest increase came from coal, which was up 14.69%. North American rig count was up by 5 rigs week over week. U.S. rig count was down by 2 rigs week over week and down by 28 rigs year over year. The U.S. currently has 576 active rigs. Canada's rig count was up by 7 rigs week over week and up by 7 rigs year over year. Canada's overall rig count is 121 active rigs. Overall, year over year, we are down 21 rigs collectively. Folks, we have a few things that we are watching out there for you. We are watching Strathcona. They are busy up in Canada. In Q2, they closed on Hardisty Rail Terminal, now owning the largest rail terminal in Canada, capable of pumping 262,000 barrels of oil per day into Railcar. Strathcona now controls 80% of Western Canada's terminal capacity. Strathcona are selling their Montney assets under 3 separate transactions and taking a run at Meg Energy. See PFL's rail report for further details. We are watching ethanol and CCS legislation in Iowa. Last week, Iowa's Senate-approved House File 639 bill that would significantly reduce carbon capture products. The legislation imposed 25-year limit on pipeline permits, blocks renewals, and strict permit insurance requirements, halting CCS production in that state. See PFL's rail report for further details. We are watching U.S.-China freight surge. It's time to move, folks. Folks, there's a little whiplash going out there as far as trade and freight goes. On May 12th, the U.S. and China agreed to a 90-day break in their trade war. Both countries lowered tariffs. U.S. tariffs on Chinese goods dropped from 145% to 30%, and China lowered its tariffs on American-produced products. The impact was immediate. Freight demand took off. Please see PFL's rail report for further details on that one. We are watching key economic indicators. This week's focus is on U.S. industrial output and capacity utilization, producer price index, and consumers price index. See PFL's rail report for further details. In today's report, we also highlight the latest refinery runs, the latest import and export numbers for all petroleum-related products. Petroleum by rail cars are up week over week. Also in every report is the latest and greatest on what cars are available for sale, lease, or sublease. Please call PFL today for all your rail needs, including storage, leasing, subleasing, car cleaning, repair, flaring, nitrogen generation, and transloading services. We have crews ready to serve your needs as they arrive. We now offer services across North America. Have a great week. Be safe out there, and please read today's report.